If you've ever tried getting into a trading card game, you know it can be incredibly daunting. From the large financial investment with the serious meta level players, down to the casual player only able to get a few packs at a time. Either way you look at it, it can still be incredibly challenging. So I'll be pushing my skills and a bit of luck to their absolute limit to make the best deck I can. The goal is that by the end of 1 year, I will be able to top one of the largest tournaments in the TCG. So I'm going to stop you right there. We actually did end up kind of already doing that 2.5 months in, and there it is, number 4, Battle Ready Inc. We topped a 200 plus event, so I think it's time to kind of reinvent the wheel a little bit here on this challenge, and because of that, we're going to take it to the next level. So blue is done. Blue Omnimon is no more, at least for as far as the future can tell. So it's time to shift gears. 1.5 is coming out. I think it's time to try red. We're going to see if we can top with every single color before we hit the end of this 1 year time stretch. We've done it with blue already. We're going to shift into red now and then see if we can progress even further. Using all the same rules that we had from the first time of no buying singles online and only 1 trade a week with a box opened here on the channel from one of our patrons. Using our $20 a week budget, we're going into phase 2 of Digimon on a budget. Alright, so here we are again. We got our 5 packs for this week as well as our 1 bonus pack. We went 4 games undefeated. We did end up losing our very final one, our 5th match though, for that win streak, but that's okay. We're gonna start fresh. This will be our final big set of 1.0. I've got just a couple packs left, but this Friday is the release of 1.5, and that's what we've been waiting on. We've been waiting on 1.5. That's the whole reason we switched to red, was for 1.5. And the time is finally coming, so I'm super excited to get some 1.5 products. So hopefully it's going to be amazing. And but yeah, we're going to go ahead and open up these last couple packs. Hopefully we'll get some really good trade fodder, because that's what we need right now, is some good trade fodder to go into 1.5. Some stuff like Beelzemon would be a great pull for sure. People are always looking for Beelzemon. It's a really good secret rare, and all of our secret rares so far have been pretty lousy. We've traded for the Vmon evolution, the Digimon, and we pulled 2, I believe, 2 of the Metal Greymons now. I think that's what we got. But yeah, so let's just go ahead and open these up. This is our final set, so I'm pretty excited. Our box topper here. This is our final chance to pull a Gabumon of our own. I'm hoping we're gonna get that Gabumon right here. I don't rip it in half. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. That's a blue card. That's a blue card. We finally pulled a Gabumon of our own. Oh yes, that is perfect. That is so good to finally pull this. I know we're not going to use it a whole lot, but I just want a play set of these. I think this artwork is gorgeous. This is one of my all-time favorite Digimon, and super stoked to pull this. All right, now I don't know what we could really hope to, what else we could hope to pull, like super rare wise, out of these. We're just kind of just jumping into it. We'll see what happens. I'm not holding my breath for really anything. I'm not needing anything at this point. I've even got pretty much all the Metal Garurumons I need. I think I could pull 1 more Metal Garurumon and be happy. But even that's not a must. I could trade for the last copy that I need. No problem. Let's see. What else could we use? Skull Greymon, and just a Cupidmon. I am almost kind of sad to see the Skull Greymons leave the deck. They've been putting in some work. I did drop it down to a single copy and put in that Metal Greymon, the secret rare one, just because I like the inheritable. That plus 3,000 DP is so huge. But I think the 2 cost, having 2 of the 2 cost evolutions on those level 5s is going to be way more beneficial, especially with running, what is it, 5 level 7s that we're going to be running. Yeah, that's a lot of level 7s, so we really need to be as memory efficient as possible, just getting into those as much as possible. Tentamon, Grid for Green, Infinity Cannon, Chimeramon, and... oh, that was it. Really? You're not a... oh, you are a... okay. I didn't think Infinity Cannon was a rare. Alright, come on. I mean, we gotta get something here, right? I guess last pack opening was just absolutely insane. So I wouldn't be surprised if we just kind of get dunked on this round and don't get really much of anything. Hopefully I can get some more players playing this game in my local area so I can build up our locals here soon. I'm really wanting to get some of those promo packs to open for on the channel for you guys. That would be nice. Alright, Tyrannomon and just a Gabumon. Gabumon to go with our Gabumon. Alright. Come on, at least one super rare. At least one super rare. I can't remember if we pulled a secret or an altar art yet. I can't remember, honestly. I guess it was so lackluster, I completely forgot. I think there's something back there. I could be mistaken. And... oh, Diaboromon. I don't think I've ever pulled a Diaboromon. Oh, this is the alt art, too. Okay, that's cool. So this is our altar art, because it's got the gold, like, circuit board lining on it. Cool. I honestly couldn't remember this guy being an altar art. Alright, so there's our altar art. I was just saying how, you know, we hadn't seen that, or I don't think we saw a secret even. So, looks like this is going to be one of those boxes where we only get the one-ofs. I prefer the two. I'm just saying, I prefer the two. I can't remember if we pulled another secret or not. It might have been the Metal Greymon. Did we pull a second one of those? Man, I am blanking. Alright, come on, last pack. Last pack. Before that 1.5 comes out. Not a Titamon. Alright, should be a rare. Trump Sword. And just a mat. Alright. So, nothing too exciting out of this. Looks like we're going to make probably 0 changes for the deck. Honestly, I'll probably put in that Skull Greymon back in over the Metal Greymon. Metal Greymon just didn't really do a whole lot. It came up a few times, but it never mattered. That's the important part, is I got the 3K DP on like a War Greymon, and it was nice having it, sure, but it never even came up, so it wasn't that important. You know how often Skull Greymon comes up, though? All the time. Skull Greymon is just useful all the time. They play a blocker, and I just get to nuke that blocker for free. So I'll go ahead and put that Skull Greymon in for one final week. Well, I say one final week, but we still have to pull the cards from 1.5, you know, 5 packs at a time here. So it'll take us some time to replace him, but I'm going to go ahead and put him back in, and let's get on to our final locals of the 1.0 format. Okay, so you're probably wondering what this is sitting in front of you. I thought we were done with Omnimon Blue. Well, as it turns out, tonight's tournament randomly, very last minute, got changed, and rule in place of no Omnimon allowed or Millenniummon. So pretty much kills most of the decks that I have that I can play. My green deck on the side isn't complete yet. We don't have enough Lilymons to justify running it yet. So instead, we're turning to the dark side. Yep, we're playing Rookie Rush. We're doing it. We'll see how we do, see how it fares. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and show you what all I'm playing and all my ratios and stuff. It's a little different from normal. I will stress, later in it whenever I'm going over some odd choices that, remember, I'm playing, this is a weird format where there's no Omnimon and no Millenniummon, okay? So whenever I go through choices like this, it's within mind of playing against purple as well as playing against other Rookie Rush decks, okay? I feel like that's pretty much all there's going to be tonight. So that's why I made a couple odd choices the way I did, all right? Also, don't forget, this is our last month to get this guy here. This is our memory counter for playmats. We've got all different colors, so they'll be painted up to look more like actual Digivices rather than just one solid color. So definitely jump on there and support us on Patreon. So that'll be what is this? March's. This is March's $20 Patreon. All right. Let's get into this deck. Okay, first, eggs, real simple. We're playing 4 Upamon. There's no reason to play any other egg, not even trying to be cheeky and play a green egg in here, because no other egg is going to give us any sort of value that's worth it. So, like the Digivolve on turn or anything like that, I mean, one extra 1000 DP is basically useless. But draw power is super important in this deck, just because we don't do a whole lot of Digivolving. So it's important to get draws where you can, and this is how we're going to get there. All right, so we'll start with the blue section of the deck here, and then we'll move into the green. Pretty much that's how you're going to want to play Rookie Rush right now in 1.0. Again, by the time you see this video, 1.5 will be out. So, and that's the whole reason they're doing this setup, is the last of the 1.0 only tournaments, and so that's why they got rid of the Omnimon and Millenniummon, just so everyone could have some fun with it, and so not just the same people always winning with Omnimon. All right, so we're starting out. We got 4 Gabumons here. Don't mind us. Don't look at that one right there with the non-awesome artwork. Draw power. Like I said before, we need draw power in this because we don't do a whole lot of Digivolving. So this will help facilitate that. You're going to be hard playing a lot of rookies, so might as well get some nice on-play effects when you do. Next up, I'm playing 3 Armadillomon. Pretty nice, you know, just another 2-drop. He has 4K, which is pretty cool. Doesn't do a whole lot, but it pretty much makes sure that if you tag into security and there happens to be a rookie, that you can survive it. Most of our other rookies are all 3K or less, which pretty much is guaranteed to die if there's anything Digimon-wise in security. So just more rookie bodies to throw on field. Next up, we have the 4 Electmon here, that our 2-cost drop, 0-cost evolution, which is better than the Armadillomon, mainly just because opening hand might be a little bit bricky somehow, some way, and you need a blue rookie with 0 evolution for your egg, and this guy is gonna be one of our ways to get there into that, as well as the 4 Gomamon to go with him for the exact same reason. They are completely identical there. You're gonna definitely run 8 of those. I am running a little different from some people. Some people do, some people don't. I'm running 3 of the Gomamon with that gain 1 memory on deletion inheritable. We are playing some level 4s in this deck, so Digivolving on top of him is our 100% preferred Digivolve target. So run 3 in there just in case it comes up, and we can pick him out of everyone else that we Digivolve on top of. First up, we're playing only 4 Gorillamon. So I really had a lot of issues trying to go back and forth on ratios for this tonight, on how much to play. Normal people would play 4 Gorillamon, and I definitely see why. You know, that 1-cost evolution is so good. 6K allows you to get past Volcanic Dramon. Volcanic Dramon can't blow this guy up, which is super good. If they want to stop you with a blocker, they have to sacrifice their blocker because it's going to match. It just all around, lots of different good combinations that you can do with this guy. Just gets around so much stuff, really impactful. Next up, I'm playing 2 of the Leomons. He does get past the Volcanic, unfortunately does not match the blockers, and that's where he really falls short on compared to the Gorillamon. If he was 6K, oh, he'd be so good, so perfect.
I love crashing with this guy, but if there's a blocker on field, it pretty much shuts me down. Sure, I could swing and get that 2 memory back, but I don't really get as much value as I would prefer, especially on a level 4, right? I don't mind losing a level 3 to a blocker if all my other level 3s get to then jump in and attack, but with him, I don't really get that value as much as I would with like a Gorillamon. But still, when you don't have to worry about blockers, awesome card. Gets a whole lot of crashing value. You just Digivolve for 2, crash, Digivolve for 2, draw a card, which is super important. Like I was talking about, drawing is really difficult in this deck. Crash, get that 2 memory back. So you got a free draw, a free security check, and free memory essentially. It costs you no memory to do that combo, so really nice. Next up, I'm playing 3 Grizzlymon, sorry. This is the weird oddball tech choice that I went with. Normally, you would never play Grizzlymon. You don't go any kind of defensive at all with Rookie Rush, because you have to win fast. If you don't win super soon in the first couple turns, your opponent can usually set up some sort of board state that just shuts you down completely, and it's just bad news. But with the tournament like it is, I felt like there's gonna be a lot of Rookie Rush. A single blocker against a Rookie Rush deck slows it down so much. Just being able to turn after turn stop an entire one rookie, and they've got to build that back up constantly. Or the other option is to build up a big board of rookies, so when you attack in, the others get to attack past you. The problem with doing that is you open yourself up for Volcanic Dramon. So that's why I went the Grizzlymon, is so that way either I could slow them down tremendously by blocking every single turn, or just preventing them from wanting to attack at all, so that way I can draw into a Volcanic Dramon. So another clue of what I'm playing there. I'm definitely playing Volcanic Dramon just because I expect there to be a lot of Rookie Rush. Our last blue card is, of course, Hammer Spark. Best card in blue for sure. Probably tied for like one of the best cards in the game. It's just so good. Gaining 1 memory, like some people don't. I guess some people don't think it's that great. You gain 1 memory, you lose a card in hand to do it, But this game, your hands are so like massive of all these cards that you have at one time that losing 1 to Hammer Spark isn't big, but you can make some outstanding plays. You can memory choke your opponent. Say you're at 0, play a Hammer Spark, go to 1, play a 2-cost drop rookie, and then put your opponent at 1. So that's awesome. As well as say I'm at 1 memory and I play a Hammer Spark to Digivolve into a 2-cost and like our Leomon, and then I can attack with that Leomon, right? So I get so much more value out of that. As well as the security check is amazing, because you're really good at putting your opponent at 1 in this deck in Rookie Rush, because you don't have any big stuff. It's all very cheap play and evolution cost stuff. So putting your opponent at 1 pretty much all the time is pretty easy. So if they attack into security and you have a Hammer Spark there, it's just going to kick it right back over to your turn to start swinging again with all your rookies. Alright, next up we've got the green guys here. We've got the 4 Goblymon, exact same reason as the others. It's a 2-cost drop. The 0 evolution is completely irrelevant, but he is our 2-cost drop for green that we have currently. In addition to, of course, our Mushroom Mons, who are the same thing. The 1 evolution, again, doesn't matter. It's all about that 2-cost drop. The 4K is nice. It doesn't come up too often, but when it does, you hit that rookie in security and he lives, it feels really good. Next up, we've got 3 Vegemon. Debated running 4, but again, I was just trying to cut corners here and try to figure out what was the best strategy. I cut a couple cards, I cut 1 Vegemon and 1 Gorilla, and I forgot what else I had to cut. It might have been a Leomon for those 3 blockers. So that's why I'm only running 3 of this guy instead of 4, just because that 1-cost evolution is nice. The 6K, again, dodges Volcanic Dramon for our greens. We're only running 8 green rookies, so you'd think 4 Vegemons might be a little much. However, 4-cost hard play isn't that big a deal. Vegemon is the only one that I would consider running 4 of with only 8 rookies in the deck. He is also our only champion for green. Next up, we've got the Beast card of green. We've got the Flower Cannons. Flower Cannon also very, very important for the deck. Not only, hit it in security, your opponent hits it in security and they suspend everything but their blockers. That pretty much almost immediately has to make them pass their turn hitting something like this, and it keeps you alive for a whole nother turn super easily. That's awesome. In addition to that, a 2-cost play, again, in combination with Hammer Spark. If you're at, your opponent puts you at 1 and they have a blocker out there, play that Hammer Spark. Go to 2 and then play Flower Cannon, rest their blocker, and boom, you just get a punch past with all of your rookies instantly because of 1 Flower Cannon resting a blocker. Next up, we've got 3 Puppet Mons. Some people run 4, which isn't a bad option. I only have 3, so I am only going to be playing 3, but I feel like 3 is still a solid number. The chances of needing it, several times, you might need it twice in one game, but more than that, highly unlikely. As a 3 of, I'll definitely see it every single game, pretty much, as well as I have a really, really good chance of seeing a second one in one game. At a 2 of, I feel like 2 is not enough because you might see it once per game, but you really, really definitely need to see it once per game and possibly a second time per game. And our last card is, like I mentioned, Volcanic Dramon. I'm running it as a 2 of here. Like I said, I really expect a lot of rookies as I bump my camera. I expect a lot of rookies rush, so having Volcanic Dramon in this deck is very, very important to have. If it was another tournament, I might consider dropping it just because I wouldn't expect a whole lot of rookie rush in other types of meta environments. But in this one particularly, I really, really think that Volcanic Dramon will shine, and we should probably get our chance to play it. As well as it also takes care of purple, and anytime purple shines in a deck or in a format, then Volcanic Dramon's nice, just because they get a lot of value off their rookies. They have Night Raids and stuff like that. They really like their Tapir Mons to swing into security for those free draws. Essentially, they get a security check and a draw off of a rookie. As well as they like their Imp Mons to go into their Beelzemons. And also Devimon is a 4K, which he can take care of Devimon. Taking care of Devimon is pretty important. Maybe a little less so against Rookie Rush as opposed to other decks, because Devimon's not that big a deal against Rookie Rush, but in other formats, Volcanic Dramon is really nice for that.
Alright, so game 1 here, going against this green deck. I'm not 100% certain if it's Rookie Rush or just an actual green deck, but I like to get my diversity out there on my side. I got the blue and the green, so I'm ready for all my option cards. Goes into a Vegemon, still doesn't really let me know, what kind of deck we're playing against. Does go ahead and swing with the Vegemon, which kind of is Rookie Rush dependent, and then hits into a Flower Cannon, so that stops the Goblymon if it is a Rookie Rush deck. But then goes into a Lilymon, which pretty much is a dead giveaway that this is just a green deck and not Rookie Rush. So at this point, we just kind of start piling in. Most things we gotta kind of consider that it's probably going to be some sort of, something that's going to kill us. So I go into the Leomon here, hoping that I can also get him to die, and naturally he lives, and we swing again with the Goblymon, and then he dies. So poor Leomon there, just the one time, you really, really want him to die, and of course he lives. Here they go into a Titamon, which isn't necessarily, needed because, anything you swing into in security already has, you're going to kill it pretty much anyways. But does get the inheritable off of the Lilymon, which can be kind of important if you're, green is all about control, so just swinging over anything that you can is usually a pretty solid idea, as long as it's not like a Leomon. Then hard plays the Vegemon, definitely a bold move there. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, though. Again, swinging with a little Leomon and no luck off of that one. Then drop into our own Vegemon. Hard play here. Does put the pressure on, though, which is good. So even if he kills off something here, we should still be able to swing for game. But then hits into a Flower Cannon. Huge Flower Cannon right there. Completely shuts him down and pretty much seals it for us to get the win here. Passes it back to us. The only thing that could save him right here is literally a Flower Cannon, and it is not that. So we take that first game there, and gonna go into game 2. Or no, sorry, that was game 2. Game 1 was so fast that I didn't even have time to hit the record button. Here we go against yellow. This is the longest match I played ever with this deck. It was absurd. So he's got the blocker here, which is super frustrating, and I'm just breaking really hard, forcing myself to swing just to get the draw from Upamon. And I mean, now the door is wide open, might as well get that swing in with the Mushroomon. And then does die with the, I think that's the 7th Heavens. And yeah, so nukes it. Here does swing in and actually does die to our security, which is pretty good. Here plays the Mistymon. I've never seen anyone play the Mistymon, but honestly, hard counters Rookie Rush, so bad. Just that little bit of that minus 3,000 DP is so crucial. Here we do drop the Flower Cannon, only to get in 2 attacks, but there was a reason. Oh, 1 attack, sorry. I do have multiples in hand, though, and I was just kind of getting them out of my hand as much as I could. Here we're just kind of swinging. We're trying to get that draw power again off of the Upamon, so that's a free block for them. No repercussions at all. And I'm just trying to draw into something. It just breaks so hard. And then swing in with the blocker for the win. Game 2 here. Again, trying to get that Upamon trigger. Gonna draw. They dropped the Angemon, which did kill our Goblibon there when they went second. Here I kind of go on the defensive a little bit. I don't want to give them free swings, so I do drop that blocker. I can't attack with that Digimon anyway because I hard played it that turn. Here they just start building up this big board, and we build up a big board in return. Go ahead and swing with the Vegemon. That 6K, you know, they got to debate if they want to block it or not, or just give me a free hit, which they let me have the free hit. So I go into another Vegemon, so I'm going to swing again, and again they have to debate. Do they want to let this keep going through, turn after turn, or block it and lose their blocker, which then opens up all my blockers, which is always nice. Here we go into that Hammer Spark and then Electmon to pass their turn, and then they drop yet another blocker. So that's 2 blockers we have to somehow deal with. I go ahead and drop a second blocker of my own, just because they've got all these Angemons out there just nuking all my rookies. Here, again, swinging with another 6K, get that draw off of Upamon. Now they really got to debate blocking it, because I now get that Gomamon effect, and they do, which gives me that free memory. So just a little bit more, play power here, get some more draws, another 6K on field. And then, of course, they managed to drop a 3rd blocker. Ugh, so frustrating. Cannot get over this wall. Drop a Mushroomon just to pass my turn here. Here we build up into a nice big board. They drop that Magnadramon, which definitely just saved them. But lots of memory for me to work with here, so I'm kind of just swinging in with what I got. If they're going to block this, I get that Leomon memory, which at this point I've already got so much memory, what's the point? Here, attacking with a blocker, I mean, why not? Get that Upamon draw, because we're just trying to draw into anything we can. They still got too much security for us to push for game. So we end up dropping the Puppetmon here, just kind of stall them out. I have a huge board. That's a lot to deal with for sure, but it's not the most powerful, so they can swing over it generally here, and they do with this Magna Angemon, but I get the Gomamon memory at least, if nothing else. They kind of start swinging with everything, and then Hammer Spark isn't enough to pass my turn. They do swing in here. I go ahead and block that. And then they swing into a Volcanic Dramon, lose some more stuff, and then 7th Heavens me. Ouch. So there goes my nice Puppetmon there, that minus 10,000 DP. That really hurts. But here we need to just capitalize on this opening, just kind of swing in with everything. They put up a good defense, and but it was not quite enough. So we do manage to take that game 2 there. Game 3. So stressful. Definitely one of the hardest matches I've ever gone against, just because it was so much back and forth here. They hard played that level 5, which was a super big surprise for me. I hadn't seen them do anything like that so far, so I wasn't quite sure what they were going to go with on that. but I definitely wanted to capitalize on this memory here and try to just go into as much as I possibly can, and just getting out everything that we can. Play that Hammer Spark there. Look at that, 4 rookies. Oh, I'm feeling so good about this. Drops the Slash Angemon on me. Ouch. That's going to delete my 4K attacker for sure. Go ahead and swing in here. There's no blockers. Now is the time to capitalize and do what we can here. We do survive that first attack, which is pretty cool. Go ahead and keep on swinging here just to see what we can do. We're not going to get any Upamon triggers here, so I'm not too gung-ho about swinging in with that. Yeah, they don't have anything live on field that's going to make my card live. So just kind of being really cautious on my my cards in hand. I've only got a few, so got to make them really count here. Do go ahead and swing in here just in case there's like a flower cannon. I don't know, something crazy. You never know. And then go ahead and hard play that, and then the Vegemon on top of it. Just makes it harder to kill with the on-play effects, as well as just draw power and puts them to 1. Here we go. We're swinging in with that 6K. They've got to debate, do they want to block it or not? They let it go through. They do have the Slash Angemon to clean up next turn, so it's not like it's a total loss. Get them down to 1 security, I believe that is. I'm feeling really good about this, being able to push for game here. And then they drop another Angemon on me. Deletes yet another rookie. Here we go up into a Leomon, hoping I can maybe capitalize here, get that draw, and they're probably going to block it here. Does give me a whole lot of memory to work with, which will really set me up. And here's the Puppetmon, really just kind of holding them out in yet another 7th Heavens. So frustrating. Cannot seem to just manage to punch through. You just get so close. And then another Magnadramon for all that security back. Magnadramon with all these blockers. This is such a control-heavy deck. I'm used to green being control, and then it's yellow this time. So we drop another Puppetmon. You know what? They want to drop stuff on us. We'll drop it right back. And doesn't matter, though, because they have the answer yet again. Every time they have the perfect cards. It's always frustrating, no matter how good of a plays you set up. If they have the card, they have the card. And our security is still untouched. We've now taken out, I believe, 8 security so far, or something like that. 6 security. It's crazy. Here, an illegal play of 2 flower cannons with no green on field, just so we didn't have to pass turn, and that's all it was. So we didn't have to give them 3 memory to work with. Here, they just kind of start swinging with everything. They clear out our good amount of our security. They do number 5 us there and clear out our blocker. Only thing I could do is hard play a Goblin and pass turn, give up 5 memory here, and so they're just going to start swinging in with pretty much everything and clean us out because we have nothing to stop them. Even a flower cannon here, and it is a flower cannon. They had the blocker, so the blocker was unaffected. Here we go into the mirror match against Rookie Rush. I believe I'm going second here, so they're getting the first round of attacks. They're going to lose everything. So that's always good. It's never nice when a Rookie Rush, like, they get to keep anything. If they attack in a security, they need to die. If they ever get more value, like a second attack, or they take an attack from an opponent, then that's so crucial. So I mean, that's like sets you up for pretty much winning instantly here. And again, we're not having much luck surviving anything ourselves. There's the Zudomon. That tells me they're playing that. I think it's garbage. I think in Rookie Rush it's pretty garbage. It's like ultimate desperation here. Puppetmon. I don't know if that was the correct call there. Doesn't even set them up for game. They've got 2 security worked with, and Hammer Sparks. Ouch. That's game over pretty much right there. Unless they have a flower cannon as like in that stack there of 2 cards, then that's gonna be game for sure. Just that Puppetmon, I don't know. Didn't seem like the correct call there. They had plenty of security. They could have survived, but it didn't even set them up for game. I definitely would not have done that. Here we go. Game 2 had to Digivolve into an Armadillomon. Yikes! No blue rookie for that free Digivolve. So yeah, that's not good. Here, and then they drop an Armadillomon on their own. Gonna swing in here, get that Upamon draw. Always nice. It's kind of our only And then, oh, there it is. The pendulum swings the other way with the Hammer Spark and security. Passes it, my turn back to them. Here we are. We're just kind of just bashing each other in the face here. Not really any kind of exciting play. It's pretty much swing, die, swing, die. Go into the Vegemon. Hopefully you'll survive. Oh, no. It's a Puppetmon. You're not going to survive that. Here, going to an Armadillomon, that puts me at 2 memory, which is actually kind of a big deal because that gives me like a couple plays I can do. And then there we go, swinging in, hit into the Gabumon in security, so I survive. Pretty important stuff there. They are playing the Bearmon. I find that pretty interesting. Here we go with the Veggie to pass turn, and so that's pretty much free swings here. Really setting up. And he's thinking, I'm trying to save myself. I've got 1 security left. He's got 3 attacks coming in. Killing off that Armadillomon is not going to do anything, but a Volcanic Dramon sure will. Much better than a Puppetmon in this situation. Here we go. Ultimate Desperation card. Zudomon in Rookie Rush for 2 draws. Doesn't do anything. I would much rather be playing Puppetmon or Volcanic over a Zudomon. It just has way more game impact. Match 4 now. Here we go. A little late on the start there. They're already out of security, and we're sitting pretty. So we managed to take that first game really rapidly. Here we have a nice little setup here. We're just trying to draw into something, playing that Hammer Spark to keep it on our turn instead of passing it, which is interesting. Oh, but we have another Hammer Spark, so I guess that makes sense that we don't want to pass our turn. Pretty solid board setup. We do burn through a lot of resources, though. Here, swinging out that Tapirmon, just trying to get that draw value. Tapirmon's a great card. I think they're kind of rookie rushing us back here, but a lot slower. So here we go, get that Upamon draw. We do end up losing it, though. So you would think, you really hope when your 6Ks can have a better chance as your rival, yet they don't manage it almost ever. They are good against dealing with other blockers, though. Here we swing in with everything, and not one single thing survives, naturally. And then pass turn with a Gabumon here. Here they go again, swinging with that Tapirmon, just getting that super value here. Every time you see an Impmon, you got to kind of stress a little that Beelzemon is like right around the corner. And then we kick it back over to them, put them pressure on them. They've only got 1 security left, and they got 2 attacks coming in. That's a pretty big deal. Flower Cannon, though, ouch. That means no clearing that final security. But they do have the Volcanic, but Volcanicking for 11 cost for a single rookie. But hey, I'm down to 1 security, so that could swing them the game here. Do swing at that Gabumon, though. Just want to know what that last card is before I commit to any other plays. And it is just a Devimon, nothing too crazy, but the wrong order definitely could have lost me that. But then we got the Puppetmon, that'll save us for sure, and could not draw into anything. Just a pretty rough hand overall. So we do end up taking game 4 ultimately. And at the time of doing this voiceover, I found out that I actually won a whole bunch of prizes. So I'll have to go in and edit next week's video with those in all of our winnings. So we got 2nd place overall, playing Rookie Rush. Pretty wonderful, honestly. I kind of hate the deck, but at the same time, it is so good, and it gets so much better in 1.5. Will I play it in 1.5? As of now, I'm not planning on it, but I didn't plan on playing it this time either, and we did amazing. So you never know. Rookie Rush 1.5 may come out for one event at some point, just to have fun with it. We'll see. It just really depends on how our deck building goes for our Omnimon Alter S. Alright, so no win streak this week. Unfortunately, we did lose that 2nd game there, but that does set us up for next week. If we can win the very first game next week, we will get a bonus pack for that win streak of 3. It is going to be the Bandai exclusive event, so super excited for that. Going to be a lot of good players there. Cannot wait. It's supposed to be 1.5. It's the 2 days after 1.5 comes out, so super excited for that. And get to try out the new Omnimon Alter S deck if we can manage to score get super lucky on our pack openings. We'll just have to wait and see. We only got 5 likes on that last video. Please, come on guys, like the video so that way we can get some bonus bucks here, increase our balance, and get some more 1.5 packs because we desperately need them as much as possible right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and comment, as well as subscribe if you haven't already. If you enjoy this type of content, I try to put it out as much as possible, so definitely subscribe. Also, if you really enjoyed the content, check out my Patreon. I have a link in the description below for it. You can get access to my Discord server, as well as if you're a Dragon Village M fan, account takeovers where I help you out with your account. If you're a Digimon fan, I've got monthly giveaway. Well, not even giveaways. I've got monthly merch that's specific to Patreon. Stuff like memory counters, custom made. This is the baby form of Vmon here. There's gonna be more in the works also, so lots of memory counters, all kinds of awesome Digimon merch. So definitely check out that tier. And if you're just all out crazy, there's other tiers if you're that dedicated. As well as check out my Teespring. I've got awesome merch there, official Battle Ready Ink merch. Awesome phone cases for you Digimon fans out there. They've got them for iPhones as well as Samsungs. So they are super sweet. If you've seen the last Digimon movie, that's where these are from. I had a friend of mine custom make these so that way they fit perfectly on these phone cases. They look super good. So definitely check those out. But at the end of the day, if you can't do any of that, just like I said, like the video. That helps a ton. And subscribe. It doesn't hurt, but it helps me. So that's what's the real benefit. And as always, I'll see you next time.